Well, hello, welcome to Pelletier Craft Studio. I am Elaine, and today we're going to be working with butter. You know, the kind like you put on your bread. Oh, no, 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 not that kind of butter. We're going to be using the butter that you use on stencils. Only we're not going to put it on stencils today. We're going to put it on something that's a lot more fun. You know what? You know what? This is going to be just a ton of fun. But let's see what I'm talking about first, okay? So let's flip over and look and see what I have on my craft table. There. All right. So this is one of the cards that I made out of butter. As you can see, it's got that shimmer and that shine to it. And every single layer of this card is made with butter. Now, only because there's just no way that I can get the butter to dry while we're doing this video, we are going to do the cards and we'll let them dry. And then in a different video, we'll come back and we'll make some cards out of them. This is one of the ones that we done in a previous class. And as you can see, all we've done is sprayed the butter on here and let it dry. Now, this was done out of a set that we have, and as you can see, it is called Orchard, Cornflower, Violet, and we also use the navy. Now, these four come together in a kit, and we've got them, but I wanted to do a different color. Heck, fire, I did that color last time. Let's do another color today. So the first thing I'm going to be using is the palette paper pad. Now, I thought when I first heard about this, I thought, well, this is kind of crazy. What do I want to use a palette pad for? But after I tried it, I decided absolute must. You're going to want to use that palette pad. Okay, so I have my palette pad here, and I want to open it up. And I'm going to open up two of them. And as you can see, it's really shiny and sheen. Now, this one is called Watermelon. I love watermelon. Cindy don't. It's a good thing because that means I get to eat more than she does. Oh, did I say that out loud? Okay, so when you're using your pad here, all you do is you just put a little bit of the butter out on it. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this butter out on it. Oh, no, mixed it up. No big deal. We'll get it off. No big deal. Got paper towels here. Got my girl Friday Janet over here working with me. We sent Cindy home today. She's home playing. Oh, I better be good. She's home watching. But can't talk about Cindy. She be watching. All right, so this one is called Sage, and this one is called Fern. I love this one. This is probably one of my favorites. It's kind of like the navy. It just adds the darkness to it. Now, I know you guys think, well, she has got to be crazy. That is not butter at all, but it is. You'll see. You'll see. And this one is called Blush, and I like the blush as well. So as you can see, I've just put me down a few colors, and these are the colors that I'm going to play with on my card to start with. All right, let's clean this thing off so we don't have anything overdoing it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of this butter. Oh, got it on my finger. Okay. Where else have I got it? Let's see. I need to check it out. I got it on my face.
You got some in your corner.
Oh, got some in the corner of my mouth. Oh, my
that's
God.
real butter.
Oh, that's the real butter. Oh, gosh, Lee. She's just bad. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit on my card. I'm going to put a little bit right here. Then I'm going to put a little bit right here. So you see why it didn't particularly worry me when it mixed up. Maybe I shouldn't have mixed it up in the jar, but that's okay. We'll live through it. Put that one there. And you know what? I'm going to slip this one in the middle there. Must be time for the UPS, man. My girls are over there fussing. All right. And then I'm going to take my spatula. I'm going to start it at the top, and I'm going to roll it down. Now, ladies, if the lower you make it, the smoother it's gonna be. Ooh, look, I got all that left. So I think what I'm gonna do is turn my paper around, and we're gonna do it again. We're gonna be mixing up these colors. Ooh, look how pretty that is. And I'm gonna come down and do it completely flat this time. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And so after a while, when it dries, I will take it and make some beautiful designs out of it. All right, let me get this off.
You are an artist.
I don't know about being an artist, but I'm definitely a mess maker. I can make a mess in a New York minute. And I love working on my glass. You're going to want to work on glass or silicone matte when you're doing these. Now I'm going to lay that one to the side and let it dry. And we're going to do it again, only this time we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to come back in here, I'm going to pick up my colors, and I'm going to put them down just like I did a while ago. Only this time I'm only going to use 2 colors. I think I'm going to use the sage and the watermelon. What do you think? Those 2 colors work? All right. And I'm going to take my palette again, and I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to just bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Woohoo! I like that. But let's do a little bit of mix it up. I just love it when it mixes it up. I mean, it's really pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Pull some of that off, and then we're going to put it back down. Look at there. Now, I could make this with a little bit of texture if I wanted to. I could do my texture with just about anything. So I've got, let's see, what have I got over here I could do texture with? Of course, can't find nothing. I got an Olo pen. There's what I want. I'll do texture with part of this. And all I'm going to do is just roll it up. And then I'm going to come in and just pat it. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. It gives me some texture, so when I get ready to use this one, my background will have some texture to it. What do you think, Janet?
I love it.
Isn't that pretty?
So pretty.
All right, so we'll save this one for later. We'll do something with it. Who knows what. All right, let me find my little water bottle over here, because all of this is water-based. So when I get ready to clean up, all I got to do is grab my little bit of water, and I'm ready. Here you go. Look at there. And that's the thing I like about working on either a silicone matte or glass. Both of them will work for you. If it dries, you just have to put a little muscle in it, maybe a little bit of the fingernail in it, and it will still come off. Okay? All right, so we're going to do another one, and this time we're going to do a single color. So that's what I did with this one. I only used a single color. So the back one right here, this purple, and this one right here, that was done, but it was done with a single color. Now, I'm just really falling in love with this watermelon, so I think I'm going to reach in here and grab me a little bit more. But notice I'm not pulling out a whole lot at any one time. You don't want it to dry out on you, and it will dry out on you. So don't just kind of leave it around and let it dry out. So this time I'm going to do one, and I'm going to do it in just a pink palette. So let's take my pink, and I'm going to just, I think I'll do it this way. And I'm just going to spread it across the top. And all I'm going to do this time is I'm just going to make my card this beautiful pink. Watermelon. Oh, the more I think about it, the more I want one. Man, getting a watermelon this time of the year would be a trick, wouldn't it? Okay. So we're going to come back. I'm going to lay it down. The flatter I get it, the more I'll get off of it. See what I mean? I didn't get quite enough, so I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to put me some more on there, because I really want this whole card to be this pretty watermelon color. And it's got a sheen to it, ladies, so it shines. It's not a dull color. It's got a sheen to it.
It's like a pearl essence.
It's like a pearl essence. Thank you, Janet. I needed those words. My Girl Friday today is Janet Swofford. We let Cindy have the day off. Y'all didn't think we did that. They can't see you. There you go. Fingers. All right. That is gorgeous. Oh, so my God. That is gorgeous.
Looks like my favorite lipstick.
But you can see the sheen. See how it shines? Now, yes, my cards are rolling up a little bit, but that's okay, because we can We can put them on a book. We can put something flat on them. We can do all kinds of things to them to flatten them back out. All right, so I got another one I want to show you. And this time I'm going to put it on just a scrap piece of paper. Now, so far, everything that Janet has handed me has been watercolor paper. But you don't have to use watercolor paper. You can use just regular cardstock. Let me show you. Can't get it out without getting this stuff all over everything. All right, so this is just regular cardstock, and it's kind of slick and shiny. It's the kind we like to take and do our crafting on, especially our stamping, because it really stamps good. All right, so we're gonna pull this off, and this time I'm going to do, ooh, so happy I got a trash can right there at me. This time I'm going to be using the blush. Isn't that what it was called? Mm-hmm. Blush. Okay. And we're going to use a little bit of green. I'm going to put them on the opposite ends of each other. Maybe a little more. There we go. And then I'm going to come back in the middle. I'm all out of my got to have my watermelon. I'm going to tell you, I'm just falling in love with the stuff.
You told her you were gonna eat it all up. So.
Yeah, what can I say? I'm just a sucker for a good watermelon. All right. Now this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of water to my paper because I'm going to thin it out, okay? No, this is not watercolor paper. It's just regular paper. Ooh. That's kind of like spreading it. I ain't going to say what that looked like, but you know babies do it.
Fortunately, you're on your glass top.
Fortunately, I'm on my glass top. And I do recommend a glass top or a silicone mat when you're doing these. All right, so remember I put that water on it? So the water is going to make it smoother, a little bit smoother. But it's also going to make my butter a little bit thinner. And that is gorgeous. Ow! Gorgeous. I wished I could get it on the other end down there. Oh, I won't be able to do it, I don't think. Oh, there you go.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Look at there!
So pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous? So people, we've been playing with butter, and all of these need to dry. And once they have dried, then we can come back and we can make beautiful cards like this. So I want to show you some of the things that we made previously. Can you hand me those pretty blues over there and the purples and all of that? So this is the other thing that I like about using my paste here. When I'm using my palette paste is because I can leave it right there. I can pull it back off of that. I can put it back in the jar if I need to. It wouldn't be any problem at all. But I do want to show you some of the ones that we did previously using different colors. Now let me let you know we've got all kinds of colors, and we have 2 different companies that make it. One of them is the TCW, which is the Crafters Workshop, and the other one is Picket Fence. So we do have all kinds of pieces. So these are some of the ones that we made, and these were all made with the ones that I showed you in the beginning, the navy, the orchard, the violet, and the cornflower. So everything I'm showing you now were made with these 4 colors. And I do have these 4 colors in stock. In fact, these are the only 4 colors that I have in stock that are sold as a set. The majority of them are sold individually. Picket Fence has theirs are sold in sets as well. But look, you can see all of those colors. You can see right there's your cornflower, and this is your navy. When she added water and thinned it out, it made it a little bit lighter, and that's where she got the lighter there from the front. This is one where she was cleaning her palette. Laughed at her. So she's cleaning off her little scraper, and I thought, oh my God, that's so pretty. And so we held on to it to make it work. Here's one where she was just trying to get a light color, but at the same time she was cleaning off things and getting everything to spread around. But look, these colors mixed and they almost made an additional color. So I really like the way that one came out as well. This is one that's made on a textured paper, and you can see the texture in that paper, and it kind of makes it look like it's got a bunch of bumps on it. But again, this one will be beautiful pulled together. Now, there's several things that you can do. This is one that she made sort of like the one that I did, where she was just kind of putting things down on top of it to make it have a little bit of a texture to it. And again, this is nothing but one color. This is just a straight one color, kind of like I did the watermelon.
Water on that one.
You did add water on
Just
this
a
one?
little bit of water on that one.
Okay, I didn't realize that. She did add a little bit of water on that one. That's why I got her here. So anyway, this is another one. Notice that she didn't do her line straight down. This was a fun technique. She done it, she kind of waved it as she was bringing it down. So that makes for a very, very pretty design as well. This is one where she added a lot of water to it, and you can see it just pulls that color right on down. This is probably the corn flour, and
a little navy in the corn flour.
Yeah, a little navy in the corn flour. And to show you what the corn flour would look like without the water, here it is. And so you can see when you add that navy to it that it really does change the color of it. And what do we do with this one?
Corn flour and navy, and then
a fingerprint, right?
We did a little swiping.
Yeah,
with,
right.
With a cloth.
Right. She did a little bit of swiping with this one with a cloth. But this one, she was just pulling it down, just like I did with the pink, just pulling it down. But she pulled it down on a card that has texture to it. So you can see how that texture really does make it pop. Now, the opposite side of this card is smooth, but this side was textured. And I think it makes for a really interesting design as well.
That one.
So, again, all of these, and I took in, this one is the one that she did, kind of like the one I did with the pink, and I see it was with the, there it is, here it is, here it is. So, this is the one that it would be similar to what she did. She put her lighter color on the edge, and then a color in the middle, and then her darker color on one side. So again, these would be just awesome. So I see Kevin and Sandy has jumped in and joined us. It's good to see you guys. And all I did was die cut out these. I will tell you a little secret that I did. Let's see if I can pull it up. Nope, can't pull it up. So I took this one right here, and I cut the outside. I used this die right here, and I cut it out of the middle of that.
The shadow piece.
The shadow piece, right? I cut it out of the middle of this one, and then I just put my other card on top of it and hit it. So this is the piece that I used to make it, and this is the stitched high. Now that would be something else that would be real pretty on this, is if I took a gold or silver would be great with this one, and stitched it, but I didn't. I just wanted to use it plain, and I like using it plain. It's in the studio. You can go to Pelletier Craft Studio /shop, and then search for butter, so you'll have an opportunity to see all the different shades of butter that we have in our craft room. All right, so we're going to do a little bit more playing, because I saw she did one with that wave, and I got to try that one. I also want to do one where I'm using light colors. So this is going to be an opportunity for me to use up my sage. And it will also give me an opportunity to use up my blush, which is this kind of silver tone here. And we're going to put that one right there. All right, I think I got it. And all we're doing here is just using up our butter. We don't want to waste it. Heck, this stuff's too much fun to waste it. So I'm just going to push it forward, and then I'm going to bring it down. It didn't work. I didn't quite have enough. There you go.
You getting it?
Yes.
Yay.
Took me a couple of tries, but we did it. I love the way these things come out. They are just totally gorgeous. And I like the way that when these colors mix together, they really do come out pretty. I like to see how this one, the blush and the fern mixed, and then the pink and the fern mixed here, and then it mixed there. I just love the way these things come out. But I think this one's going to be my favorite overall. And this is the one that we were doing the paper towel on top of it. And ladies, these things are almost dry, so it doesn't take them long. That one ain't. Obviously, I just done it. What's wrong with me? This one, it's just about dry. Another 5 or 10 minutes and it will be completely dry. And we can sit down and play with this. So as I said, this is lots of fun. And there's lots of ways that you can use this butter and this paste. This is just one of them. I will come back a little later on in the week and show you what I made out of this. Between now and then, happy crafting. And don't forget, you don't eat all the butter there is.
Play in it.
Play in it. That's what Janet says, play in the butter. All right, girls. Bye.